Well, hello everyone. It's hard to imagine, but just in a short while, America's Keswick is going to be hosting our 18th annual Family Freedom Walk. This is amazing to think. For 18 years, we have celebrated what God has been doing in the lives of our residents in addiction recovery through the Colony of Mercy in Barbers Place with this huge fundraiser.
Yeah, every year this campus is flooded with men and women who are desperate for hope. In fact, I just came down once a week. The Colony team gathers together to really pray over the men and just talk about what's going on in their lives. And we have people who desperately need the hope of Jesus. And here at America's Keswick, we teach one message, and that is Jesus Christ is the lasting answer to sin and addiction. And so it's amazing to see what happens on this property, and it's amazing to see how God's people come together to help supply the need. So, Rob, why is this event so important to the work here at America's Keswick?
Well, personally, I'll say I came here in 2015, and as a drug addict, God delivered me from that, and He did it right here at America's Keswick. And so God uses this ministry consistently. I see lives transformed, and it's worthy to be supported. And so I love how God transforms people, and He uses the ministry of America's Keswick to do it. We're a nonprofit organization. We don't receive state and federal funding, and so we're supported a lot of donations. We need support, so financially. And so we're asking people to support us. We have a huge goal.
Yes, the goal this year is $325,000, which is really a God-sized goal. But when we were looking over the budget, and some of you may not know this, but it costs the ministry about $11,500 per man or woman to come through our program. And right now, the Colony Mercy is full. We actually have a waiting list for the Colony Mercy. So we need these funds in order to continue to do the work that God has called us to do. So, Rob, what is the information about the event?
I was just saying, and a man only pays or a woman only pays $500. So it's supported. We need support to continue to do what the Lord's called us to. How people can support us? First and foremost, I'd ask that you would pray for this fundraiser, that God would not only provide financially for us, but that He would use miraculous ways which would totally point back to Him for His glory alone. Pray that God will give. Consider supporting with a gift. You can go right on our website and give a gift to help us meet that God-sized goal. I would also encourage everyone to set up a fundraise page and then share it with all your friends on social media and send it through text message, emails, and just share. It's a great way to, first off, share what America's Keswick means to you, and then also promote it so that it reaches far and wide. Let people know what we do here, what God is doing here, and how they can support us.
So this event happens Saturday, May 9th. It starts at 11 a.m. and this happens during our addiction recovery reunion weekend. So this campus that day will be flooded with all of our graduates who come to return here, and it is an amazing day. So here's what the ask. Pray for this event. Pray that God would supply our needs. Consider joining and being part of it, setting up a Give Cloud page or financially supporting the event. Maybe even partnering with your church. Go to your church and say, hey, as a church family, we have a lot of churches that come alongside this and support this event as a church. And I want to thank you in advance for being a part of this. Again, this is such a special event. It's our most important fundraiser of the entire year. And so we're leaning on the Lord for this, and we want to thank you in advance for being a part of it.